Thank you. Okay, this is done. First of all, I'd like to give a few words of congratulations to Alex for all your work today. This is his first time organizing and bringing to completion a golf tournament. You did a super job. Thank you so much. Alex is my constituency assistant, and he shares an office with Jeremy, although Jeremy's usually out on the fly, so is Alex. But when Jeremy went down to halftime, I brought Alex on, and I absolutely appreciate the good work that you've done as my constituency assistant, and I want to thank you for that. I'd also like to recognize here this evening two of my Queen's Park assistants. My executive assistant at Queen's Park is Amanda Mayer, and she's sitting right over here. And Christine Schaefer, my legislative assistant. And both have done a super job. Both are very new to the office. Just this past year coming into the office, and I look at the great work that you both do, and you know, the icing on the cake. And they were both there to see the icing on the cake when my private member's bill went through the legislature and became one of only 3 in the 39th Parliament to be enacted. So thank you for all the work that you've done on that. I'd also like to recognize a few folks here, and I hope they haven't left the building. Mayor Dennis Fife and Mayor, that was way back in the old days. That's when I was there. We were Reeves. Mayor of North Stormont, and the councillor, my nephew, Richard Neville. Thank you for being here. And we have Mayor Brian McGillis and Councillor Barry Brownell from the Township of South Stormont. Thank you. And from the Township of South Dundas. Very pleased to welcome Archie Mellon, Yvonne Delegard, and Deputy Mayor Jim Locke. Thank you for coming up. And, you know, it's always been a pleasure working with the municipal leaders in the counties, and I want to say those are the things that I'm going to miss when I pack it in on October 6th. But I've had some great friendships and great opportunities working with my colleagues in the counties. And even at the city, we do have Andre Rivette, Councillor Andre Rivette. I don't know if they're acting there this month, but are you acting there this month? In September. Well, all the best for September, Andre.
Hey,
and thank you.
You better not run for mayor for South Stormont.
I would also like to say that you all coming out today, it's truly appreciated. This is the last one. Yes, well, I'm going to, he's on my list. He's right there. The boss is trying to keep me in order over there. Did you see the eyes that I made? There are a few folks that I would also like to recognize here this evening. First of all, in Toronto, I've been very fortunate to have had a wonderful team up there, not only in the office, but out of the office, working in different offices at Queen's Park. And every month I've had a Brownell night. And some of you have heard about those Brownell nights. Some of you have been there. We had our last one in June, and the premier actually came out and had a beer with me at my last Brownell night, which was quite something. But we have a group, and they're called Super Group. And I would like to, they came down from Toronto today, and I want to say to Justin Towndale, Scott Bowman, Alex Campbell, and Brian Whitmore, thank you for taking the time to come down here today. And also traveling from Toronto, and actually a little town of Bolton, Ontario. You know, I got to, when I hired Alex, I got to meet some of his friends at Brownell Night, and Tyler Sadler is sitting right over here, and he came down to Queen's Park, and thank you for doing that. I do want to say thank you to the association, those people who have stood behind me for the 8 years that I've been at Queen's Park, and now you've stepped forward. Some are still on board with staying on the association, and other new members have come on the association to make sure that we have the representative of Queen's Park that we need to have at Queen's Park. And that's why right now I'd like to introduce Mark McDonald. Mark McDonald has served tremendously well in the constituency over the past number of years on city council and all the activities that he's been part of. You want to know, somebody asked me the other day, who is this Mark McDonald? Tell me something about him. And I often recall, and since last December, I continue to recall, the kindness of this man in getting a bus and taking senior citizens from Cornwall, around the city of Cornwall, out of the kindness of his heart, to see the Christmas lights, to enjoy the spirit of Christmas. I thought to myself, that's the kindness of Mark McDonald. And I want to say congratulations on that. Mark, it was wonderful. It was wonderful to be at your launch the other day. You know, I see you all over the place now. The Highland Games, I went through Ingleside the other day and saw you around there, and then lo and behold, here you were in Morrisburg. So you are getting out in the face-to-face tour. Congratulations. Very unique. As I said to the newspaper, I haven't seen the likes of that kind of getting out since the time of Ed Lumley. And Ed Lumley was the individual who rented a helicopter and flew around the constituency from, actually I was in grade 12 at the time. I had my driver's license, my dad gave me the car, and I loaded it up with Ed Lumley signs, and I remember heading to Long Sault at the Ball Diamond, and heading down St. Andrews at the Ball Diamond, and the helicopter flying all over the ride, and it was great. So, I just want to say, I hope I have, oh yes, the one last person. As I said, I've had a wonderful association. There's one person before the very last special person. Deanne Poirier. Deanne Poirier has absolutely been a passionate, true, heartfelt liberal. And she's stood by my side, she's done tremendous work for me. And I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you all for coming out. You've touched my life in many, many special ways, and hopefully sometime when I write that book, I'll get your name in there. But you know what you've done. You know the work that I've tried to do with you, and I think that we've delivered well to Stormont and Dow, South Glengarry, and I'm proud of it, to say the least. But I want to say, these past 8 years wouldn't have been the 8 years, and Paulette says, oh yeah. No, I can tell you, without Paulette being so patient and understanding, and she didn't spend too much time in Toronto, and that's okay. We had some good nights at Brownell night. I didn't have to report home. Paulette has been truly a wonderful wife to me, and certainly a staunch supporter. I never thought in 2003 up at the Macintosh Inn in Morrisburg that she was going to sit at that table and say, yes, I know Jim wants to do it. I'll give him my full support. I'll never forget those words, because those are the words that she said. And she gave me that support, and she continues. And I will not be around on election day, but Mark, I will be at the advanced poll. And I want to say it's going to be wonderful to be out on a little trip with Paulette. And she booked it before she even recognized and realized that there was going to be an election. And we can't back out now. So, the best to you all, and thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.